playoff victory, as we'll see the number 6 seed in this playoff, the LSU Tigers, taking on the number 3 seed in the playoff, the Penn State Nittany Lions. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff quarterfinal game. Only one team here can keep their championship dreams alive. Kickoff team out there. We're ready to rumble for this college football playoff game. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Looking for some space. It's Jones. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. It's a run. Running back's got it. That picks up a first down. We'll spot it at the 39.
Just a great play by the running back here, finding his lanes and then exploding through the gap when it opened up.
It's a solid run, gives the offense a first down and a new set of downs. And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. He'll be taken down, but he crosses midfield at the 48.
Boy, great job up front here getting this first down by this Penn State offense. Great combination over the years that we've seen in State College. The ability to run the football with an offensive line that can get that push and a big physical back that can be able to pick up those yards, get those first downs.
First down, looking to throw the ball. Receiver makes the grab and uses his speed to pick up solid yardage.
Quarterback sees that this defense is dropping way back in zone coverage, so he does the right thing. Gets it underneath to that drag route and picks up a first down.
From the shotgun, here's an inside give. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play.
It's a good, solid gain, 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
Second down after that run on the previous play. It's a shotgun run call. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play.
It's not a huge gain here, but if you add up multiple runs like that throughout the course of a game, by the fourth quarter, you're going to start to see that affect the defense.
Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Caught quickly. Running through the tackle. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Oh, the defense. They get this offense to a third down early in the game, a chance to get him off the field, but instead this quarterback shows you why they've had such a great year with a conversion.
A pop pass on the jet sweep. Defense makes the stop after a 5-yard gain, so 2nd and 5.
Well, they've had an entire week to try to find weaknesses in this defense and how to attack. And here in the opening drive, they're using the receiver in motion to get him the ball in space and give him those blockers out in front. Great job of designing the play and great execution here by this offense.
Makes a quick grab. Brought down at the 7, but the completion moves him into scoring position.
Well, it's a game of matchups. Always has been and it always will be, especially on the perimeter. And the quarterback believes his guy is better than their guy.
Here we go. Third down, close to the goal line. They can still get a first down without scoring. On the 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. And it's intercepted. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
This just goes to show you everybody makes mistakes. This quarterback is looked and viewed as one of the top quarterbacks in the entire country. But even he makes a poor decision, puts the ball into coverage, and he throws an interception here early in the game.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Here's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. And looking to throw now on first down. Pass rush closing in. They pressure him and get him. The loss back to the 7-yard line.
Wow, what a rough way to start this football game for these guys. Already kind of in a hole inside their own 20. In their first play, they give up a sack, and now they're going in the wrong direction, getting a little closer to their own goal line.
The offensive line will have to regroup after the sack. It's 2nd and 13. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Estrada. The defense grabs him after the completion. He's just short of a first down.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
So let's see what they like here on 3rd and short from inside their own 20. Important to pick up this first down. And they pick up the first on the ground. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
That is a great job by this defense. The defensive line really taking control up front. I love how those linebackers flowed on that play. Nice tackle for a loss. It sets up a 4th down.
They'll kick it away here. And so they'll mark it about the 30.
Well, I thought the return team did a really good job of giving him some room to work with. But I feel like the returner was so focused on making a big play downfield that he forgot to take care of the football, and it cost him.
And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. And the runner brought down right at the 38-yard line.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. And now the ball comes out. A disastrous play from the start.
This is good pressure by the defense, but it just felt like the quarterback was holding on to the ball a little bit too long, which allowed the defense to get home.
Offense facing a 3rd and long from the 28. Got to have your pass protection in order on this play. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Well, the defense picks the right time to get after this quarterback. 3rd down, critical down and distance. So a good job of dialing things up and good coverage downfield. He didn't have anywhere to go with the ball.
No fair catch. He feels the punt. He's got some daylight turning on the speed. Finally forced out of bounds, but a solid return that time. And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. This group is coming off a quick 3-and-out. Can they put something together in this drive? Pitch play to the back. Tackle made, but it's enough for the first down. A well-executed option play.
Chris, it feels good to see an LSU team be able to run the football when you know they're going to run. I mean, they've been doing that forever. Going all the way back to Jacob Hester and Kevin Falk. His ability to run the ball and catch out of the backfield. Leonard Fournette. And, of course, Clyde Edwards-Helaire on that great 2019 team. And now, LSU stable of backs again on this roster, too.
Fires it to the wideout. Finds a receiver wide open.
Chris, is it possible to be DBU and wide receiver U at the same time? I think the LSU fans think it's possible. They always seem to have great defensive backs, and they always have pass catchers that just show up and show out week after week, year after year.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. And the quarterback finds the tight end for the completion. That's a nice gain to move the sticks here as time runs out in the first quarter. So here we go, an exciting start to the quarter as the offense sets up with a 1st and goal. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Now they test the middle of the defense, but get nothing.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. Caught behind the line. It's Harvey. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain.
Well, this is exactly what you want to see from the defense. Yeah, you give up the catch, but you're right there to be able to stop this receiver from making any yards after the catch.
An important 3rd down and goal now. Quarterback drops back. And almost intercepted in the end zone. An opportunity missed. But it does bring up a 4th down here. Now comes the field goal unit. So it'll be a chip shot from the right hash mark. And he knocks it right through the uprights. It breaks the scoreless tie here, makes it 3-0. So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. And the Nittany Lions offense retakes the field. They're coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. And the one moves the ball up to the 33. Second down play coming up for this offense. Quarterback making some changes at the line. Second down, we're going to throw it. Trying to extend the play. On the move, but can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Well, the defense would not be denied on this play. They come up with a sack. Quarterback really didn't have much of a chance at all. Lucky he just held on to the ball.
So ball at the 30. This is a manageable 3rd down play for the offense. Lets it go quickly. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. Brought down after a short return, but the pick sets up the offense at the 39.
Well, the quarterback ends up being a tad aggressive and ends up paying for it with a pick. I get that that might be part of his playing style, but there's a difference between being aggressive and being careless.
Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. The last possession, they moved it, but settled for a chip shot, so sort of an unsatisfying result. Looking to do more here. Grab behind the line. It's Estrada. And the defense smothers him for no gain. Now it's second down here. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Grab down the middle. It's Estrada. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
It's third down for the offense. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. Delivers from the pocket, complete over the middle. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, LSU.
Oh, what a play. Man, this defense, they better watch out for this tight end today. It's proven right there how easily he can slip behind and get lost in coverage. And if that happens, this quarterback's going to find him and make you pay.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Getting set to kick the ball off now. And that kick will just bound into the end zone for a touchback. And the Penn State offense comes back on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. The sure hands. It's Jones. Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid gain.
Boy, it's so easy to get caught up in the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. He's escaping the pocket now. The pass ball is incomplete. He tried to extend the play, but nobody open. Getting set. Here's 2nd down. They're going to run it. Back gets the carry.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. He makes the grab. This offense picks up the first down. They tackle him at the 44.
Chris, there's a lot of pressure on this offense here early in this game. They're down early, 3rd down and long. Nice job of protecting. The last thing they want to do is have to punt this ball away. So instead, quarterback has time. Nice throw, and it's a first down.
They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Inside the 30 now. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
First down here. Time for one more play before the clock stops for the 2-minute warning. So we've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense trying to get something going here and cut into this lead before halftime. This offense has gotten going at long last. It's another 1st and 10. And he'll set up to throw. Running out of time in the pocket. And the junior able to get home with the sack.
Well, that's their 2nd sack already in this game right now. And this offensive coordinator, he's going to have to come up with some changes in pass pro. Keep a tight end in, roll the quarterback out, anything they can do to help him out. Otherwise, this poor guy's going to spend his entire playoff experience on his back.
Looking to pass here on 2nd down. And looking for a big play here. Oh, that one's picked off. And they tackle him right there, but that's a turnover.
Chris, that's back-to-back drives now that this offense has thrown interceptions. They've got to be able to regroup on the sideline, adjust their schemes, maybe their personnel groupings and formations, try to find a new way to attack, because right now, this isn't working.
And that Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field, trying to build on this lead before halftime. They got off to a slow start, but they've gotten it going here in the second quarter. Mental mistake by the defense, a 5-yard penalty. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. Caught near the sticks. It's Estrada. And they wrap him up, but the gain is good enough for a first down. A new set of downs after that completion. Looking to throw it on first down. Looking for a deep completion. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. Tackle made quickly, but a big chunk play for this offense through the air.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. Let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
Big chunk play. This offense operating at peak efficiency. First down. Looking to throw the football. Caught over the middle. It's Estrada. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain. LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Here's the snap, and he's looking to throw. That's reeled in. It's Estrada. They've got him, but he picks up 8 yards, sets up a nice 2nd and 2. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half. Important 2nd down play coming up. Movement here from the tight end. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. He's moving out of the pocket. Scrambling around now, looking downfield. And they stop him just short of the end zone. The offense set up with a 1st and goal now. And they're trying to punch it in here. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. So they'll try to add the lead now to the PAT. And the PAT puts them up 17 now. So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. So no return on this one. Ball just bounces into the end zone for a touchback. State offense is back out on the field. Let's see what they do here in the final minute of the half. Try to get aggressive and cut into this lead, or play it safe. And they heave it deep downfield. That deep shot is caught for a big gain. And a huge gain before he's forced out of bounds. Big yardage to set up a fresh set of downs.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
Fresh set of downs for the offense after that 1st down completion. That's caught. It's Jones. They stopped the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play. The timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter.
These undersized slot receivers can be some of the toughest guys to contain for a defense. They're quicker than they really are fast, and they're very elusive, tough to contain in these one-on-one matchups.
They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Grab near the sticks. It's Jones. They've got him, but that completion good enough for 1st down yardage. And the offense will now quickly spend the timeout. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Looking to throw it from the red zone. The pocket breaking down. And that pass is hauled in over the middle. So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the first half. One more play before they head to the locker room. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Bringing pressure. Intercepted in the end zone. Tackled after the interception, but that will be the final play of this first half. The minute's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Nittany Lions will kick it deep to begin the second half. And here's the return from inside the 5. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 24. Good coverage. And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. This group has been clicking. They've really built momentum. Can the defense make adjustments? Come up with a stop here. First play of the second half, they keep it on the ground. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
They went backwards on first down, so second and long from the 24. Oh, here comes the reverse. Solid run. They'll bring it down at the 28-yard line.
You know, even though positive yards are gained here, I think the defense has to be happy on how they prepared coming into the game for these kind of different looks. They looked very aware that these formations and plays could happen on any given down.
Offense facing a third and long from the 28. Got to have your pass protection in order in this play. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the ball. That's a big third down defensive play.
Chris, I just wonder how many times can this defense keep making plays to keep this team in this football game. They're just not getting a lot of help from their own offense. A nice job again stepping up on this third down. Interesting call here on fourth down to see if they'll get a chance to make another play to give their own offense good field position.
Good effort by the return man. They get him down, but that's a solid gain on the return. And the Nittany Lions offense retakes the field. They had some good things going on the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the mark, inches away.
Boy, positive yards there on 1st and 10. Good job up front by that offensive line. Good hard running by this running back. And now you got a lot of options. That playbook can really open up on 2nd and inches.
Off the RPO, caught to the right. Take it down, but not before he makes the first down.
Boy, this receiver in the slot is giving this defense all kinds of problems. He has another catch on the day. You may want to adjust out, get out of your base, maybe try 5 or 6 defensive backs on the field, somebody that can match up more athletically against this slot receiver.
Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
Boy, this offense does such a great job of putting the threat of the quarterback and the running back on this defense. It puts the defense in a tough spot because it's really hard to take both away. This time, the quarterback gets out and shows you the speed he has as well.
Tackled after the catch, but the ball moves to the 4-yard line.
The quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Quarterback pulls the ball. It's a keeper. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Man, this defense can fly to the football as a group. That's great team pursuit. The quarterback a little unsure on whether he should keep it or pitch it, and the defense makes him pay for that with their speed.
Can he get in? And he scores! Touchdown, Nittany Lions. That's a crucial score. Let's see if they can build momentum and complete this comeback.
Well, I know they're still trailing, but that score is a great first step in trying to break down this lead. You don't want to leave it all to the fourth quarter when the pressure really intensifies and you have limited time.
BTA up and good. They get a little bit closer. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. He'll return it from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. They were forced to punt it last time. Now they're looking to respond and add to this lead. First play of the drive, he looks left for a completion. And they'll move the 6 on that one. It's a first down to the 42.
Well, it's great to see this quarterback from LSU make that throw and put it right on the money to pick up that first down. And I think that's the big thing that LSU fans want to see is consistency from the quarterback position. There have been moments where you've seen that. There have been other moments where they've been asking for more out of their quarterback. So you had the Burrow moment in 2019 that was historic, one of the best we've ever seen in the sport. But now you want to see throws like this and be a great complement to that running game, and then you become a complete package and a real threat in the SEC.
He's brought down, but not before getting into enemy territory at the plus 47. That's a solid run, good for first down yardage. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. And they tackle him, but a nice pickup on that running play.
Just love watching his back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain. What's the play call here on second down for this offense? The quarterback's got it on the option. That's a solid gain there. He keeps it and picks up the first down himself. These quarterbacks today in the college game are so athletic. They can beat you with their arm, obviously. But just when you think you have them figured out, they tuck the ball and go. I'd expect this defense to put in a spy to keep this quarterback from running.
Looking to pass this time. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. Nothing open downfield, so we'll just throw it away.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
So after the incompletion, it's second down. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. And he's able to find some room before they finally bring him down.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave him a chance at a really nice gain.
So here we go, third down in the red zone, the kind of play that decides football games. This one's going to fall incomplete, brings up fourth down.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points, but they could have more. Got to be thinking about going for this on fourth and short.
And the coach elects to send out the field goal unit. Knocks that one right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. And it's fielded. Returner trying to make something happen. When he's got some space here. Turns on the speed. Can they catch him? Touchdown, Penn State. He just sprints into the end zone. That is an unforgettable moment for that kick return. A touchdown in a playoff game.
Great blocking to set this return up, and of course you can see his natural instincts as a runner. Once he got through that initial surge from the coverage unit, nobody's going to stop him from scoring.
Extra point try coming now. BTA is good. They still trail, though. Now they get set to kick it away. Return starts from inside the 5. Returner brought down. Sets up the next drive. And that Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. The last possession, they had to settle for a chip shot field goal. Can they find the end zone this time out? First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. And here comes a deep shot. And the ball is picked off. He's got some room and some blockers here. And he steps out after a nice return. What a momentum shifter this could be.
Boy, Chris, he hesitated just enough to give the defense a chance to get in position and come up with a big turnover.
Handoff here from the shotgun. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Juked one tackler and picks up first down yardage.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Makes the grab. Can he get there? And they bring him down, but that's enough for a first down as the clock runs down here in the third quarter. Crucial play here to begin the quarter as the offense sets up first and goal. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. Still no answer for this offensive machine. Well, they began with great field position, and that didn't take long at all, Kurt.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an opportunity. Your defense sets you up in great field position. You're not looking for a field goal. You're looking for a touchdown. Give the credit to this offense for being aggressive and punching it in.
Crucial BTA is good. They're in front by 1 here in the fourth. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And he takes this from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. See if this quarterback can bounce back. The last possession, a pick on the very first play. Quick throw to the left side. It's caught downfield. And they finally make the stop, but a huge gain. Moves the ball into enemy territory down at the 49.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
Pass complete for a first down. The offense gets a fresh set of downs. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Oh, the pass is picked off. They tackle him after a short return, but they get the football back and set up shop near midfield.
Boy, this quarterback's got to regroup. That's his second interception in this game right now. He's got to do a better job. But, Chris, it's easy to sit up here and say that. Could be the receiver running the wrong route. Balls sometimes can get tipped. All we know is at the end of the day, the guy pulling the trigger is responsible.
They get him down, but not before he gets to the plus 38.
Man, just complimentary football, really, in a nutshell. They get this football back thanks to their own defense, creating that turnover, working with the lead like this. Really, it's all but over. Now the offense is just thinking about running the football and working that clock.
He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker. Second down play coming up. Here's the handoff. Good enough for first down yardage.
That's going to be a first down, and really, Chris, kind of surprised here in the fourth quarter not to see this defense dial up some pressure. They're just sitting back in the base, making it relatively easy for the offense to pick up a first down on the ground.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What is an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well do you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
They've got him, but not before a solid gain on the ground there.
Well, I would just stick with this RPO. That's a really solid game, and it's plays like this that eventually make that defense collapse down. Then you can pull it and hit a big play through the air to your receiver.
Here we go now. A crucial play for both sides. They'll set up at 3rd and 4. Little eye candy here from the offense. Some pre-snap motion. Quarterback still with the football. Brought down at the 3. That was a solid run. Timeout is called by the defense. That's their first of the half.
Man, is this guy difficult to deal with or what? When your quarterback can just say, I am pulling this down and I am taking off myself on the option. He has that kind of speed. As a defense, all you can do is just say your prayers.
It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Here's the handoff on 1st and goal. Fights his way in for the score. Touchdown, Penn State.
Chris, it's a great touchdown run here by this back, but the continuity of this offensive line was on display, and that's the reason he was able to get into the end zone.
Now the important point after attempt. The extra point up and good. So the lead now is 8 here in the fourth quarter. Kickoff teams come on the field now to send this one away. And the kickoff goes out the back of the end zone, so a touchback. Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. Looking to make a play deep downfield. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. They get him down after a short return, but an interception gets the football back to the offense at the 36.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. They'll use that running game, trying to bleed the clock here. Stopped right there at the line. No gain.
You could almost sense the coaches challenged this offensive line before they went out on the field, how important this drive is with the lead late in the football game. They are hitting people and pushing people around up front and being able to get positive yards on 1st and 10.
And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. Across the 40. Tackle is finally made, but not before a big gain. They'll spot it at the 24. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. The offense operating at peak efficiency. They come to the line again. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. And that's a solid gain from the defense, able to bring him down. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. The Nittany Lions looking to cash in this red zone trip. They'll run it here. That's the running back with the ball. It's a nice wrap-up there by the junior.
Positive yards are always important for an offense, but at this stage of the game, late in the ball game, playing with the lead, you're thinking about working that clock and continuing to keep the ball in bounds.
3rd down here. Time for perhaps one more play before the 2-minute warning. We head now to the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to bleed out the clock and secure this win. On 3rd and short, they hand the ball off. They stop him, but it's a 1st down.
Boy, this guy just keeps playing good football. He's like a bowling ball out there. Gets low pad support, running over top of defenders. Just a gritty runner, and a big part of the reason they're enjoying this lead here in the 4th quarter.
And the Nittany Lions lining up here on 1st and 10. And the quarterback will take a knee.
Well, this is what you hope for. Have a chance to just take a knee in this game and advance in the playoffs.
Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games. But you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves, stay focused on the task at hand. They did that again today. They advance. Cannot wait to watch and see what they can do next week.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been